morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Kachuk with RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Here we are the second week in October, and the equity markets continue to perform very well. So over the last few weeks, we talked about the various industry groups and sectors that were leading this market. More specifically, it's the semiconductors. We talked about the biotech stocks, then the small cap stocks that broke out. So basically, the whole market's working very well. And now one of the more important groups last week had a nice move to the upside. And I'm speaking more specifically about the financial sector. So if you look at the ETF, the XLF, it's pretty much making new highs now. And if you recall, this sector had a really nice bounce after the election and pretty much stalled out right about February, March, and a lot of the banks corrected. However, you take a look, the XLF is making new highs. And if you look at the banking ETF, symbol KBE, that's also moving out, or the regional banking ETF, the KRE. So that's a sector you may want to take a look at. A lot of the growth sectors I talked about may be a little too volatile for some of you. You know, it's always consult your financial advisor, but some of the banks tend to be more stable and pay dividends. So more specifically in the large banks, we're looking at Citibank, that's at all-time highs. Bank of America is breaking out, symbol BAC. Also, we have JP Morgan doing very well, as is Morgan Stanley. Now, Goldman Sachs is still in its base. We're looking to see if that can break out. So again, these are just some names to consider. Consult your financial advisor. Now, if you're interested in taking a look more at the regional banks, the super regional banks, you have Comerica CMA is one of the leaders in that group, as is Regions Financials, that's symbols RF, or SVB Bank, it's in the West, that's symbol SIVB. Or if you want to take a look at some smaller regional banks out in the Northeast, you have Eagle Bank Shares, that symbol is EGBN, that's making new highs. And locally here in the Midwest, MBFI came out from a deep consolidation, that's MB Financial, that symbol is MBFI. So that's something also to consider. Now, if you don't like the banks, but you want to be in the finance sector, you can always take a look at some of the brokers. Some of the top brokers that are moving to highs now are Interactive Brokers, that symbol is IBKR, or you can take a look at Charles Schwab, SCHW. Now, there's many other, of course, in the financial sector. These are just some names to give you some ideas. As always, it's price and volume be your guide, but these do tend to be a little bit more stable than some of the hot sectors I mentioned over the last few weeks. So again, just to give you some ideas of some different things that you can trade in this market, because it's a very broad-based rally. All sectors, all industry groups continue to participate. So as always, the price and volume be your guide. This is George Kachuk, where RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Have a great trading week.